Hey everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to my channel. And those of you who follow me on Instagram, I did announce to you guys a couple of days ago that I would be back and that I would be doing an update video for you guys. Well, here I am. I have returned and this is time to kind of update you. I have been gone for a couple of months now, and I know that I originally told you I'd be gone for like a month, but things have been super crazy, so I took 2 months off, but now I'm back. So this is not a book-related video. If you are waiting for book content, it's okay. I'll be back later in the week, and I'm going to post for you guys kind of what I read in Q1. I'm calling it Q1, which is financial terms. Basically, what did I read the first 3 months of the year, first quarter, to let you kind of know what I've been reading, because I have still been reading. I just haven't been posting any videos. And then next week will be normal content for me going forward, normal book videos, book reviews, and all of the fun things that you guys like to see on my channel. But I know that I have a mixture of people on here that are here for the cancer stuff. Some people are here for weight loss stuff. Some people were here for the book stuff. I kind of have a smorgasbord of people going on. So this is one really long video to update you on everything. It will be a long video. If you don't care, that's okay. I love you. I will see you in the next book video. But if you do care, then stay tuned because I'm going to update you on life in the last couple months. Also, I still wear glasses. Yes. I just came from Easter service because it's Easter here. And the ring light is showing glares in my glasses. See, I'll show you. This is lovely. I don't know how to fix this. If you are a techie person and you know how to not have this happen, let me know. But for the purposes of not wanting to blind you, I'm going to take these off for now so that you can see my face and not just big circles. Anywho, so where have I been? Well, as I alluded to in the last video, I did purchase a house at the end of January, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. It was nasty when I moved in. I hope the previous owners never watch this video, but if you do, I'm sorry. The house was nasty when I moved in, and I don't think it was nasty on purpose. I actually think that they were smokers, which is not something that I knew about when I bought the house. That's one of the things I was trying to avoid. If you know anything about smoking, and I grew up with parents that smoked when I was younger and then stopped smoking, it leaves like a film on everything in your house, which is like the nicotine. So you have like a film on your walls, you have a film on your floors. It just comes with smoking. It's not even really that you're a dirty person. It just comes with smoking. And so when we moved in, we had to like wipe down all the walls and steam clean the carpets and deep clean the floors. And there was a lot of that sort of stuff going on. As I mentioned, I don't think they were necessarily like dirty people. I think that some of the stuff was just dirty because who deep cleans like that when you live in a house for that many years? And they were probably, it looked like they were smokers. Honestly, they had blinds on the wall when I moved in that I thought were beige. They were not beige. Those were white blinds that had like an inch thick of soot from the cigarettes on it. So it was really nasty. We got all of it cleaned up. I actually signed on the house on January 27th. We didn't move in until February 20th because it took that long to clean everything. They left a garage full of junk we had to clean out. The yard, obviously, it's the fall and nothing got pulled up or cleaned up in the fall. So I had to do all that, which is normal spring yard cleanup. So it was just a lot of stuff that had to be done before we could actually move in. And then the other thing that kept bothering me was in February, we had a ton of snow in February. Like, we haven't had a season this snowy in a while in Northwest Indiana. Like, we had lots of snow like every few days. Like, we would get like 4 inches, and then we had one point where I was living was like 16 inches of snow. We had a huge snowstorm. And then a couple of days later, we had like another 4 to 6 inches. I mean, it was a lot of snow. And so it was just really difficult. But we got moved in February. And then shortly after we moved in, we started having things go wrong. And I know that happens, but I wasn't expecting some of this stuff. Like when we had our inspection done, we knew there were things wrong with the house that would have to be done. Eventually, we didn't think they would all go wrong within 2 months of buying the house. So in this span that we've been here, we've had to replace the electrical panel plus wiring to the garage. We've had to replace the furnace and air conditioning system because it was 27 years old. The inspector told us it was old and would need to be replaced within 3 to 5 years. It was 27 years old and the furnace went out twice on us. So we ended up having to replace it. And the air conditioner, the coil, they said was fried, so we would never been able to use it. So we had to replace all of that. We had to replace our toilet. The toilet started leaking. And when they went down there was no shutoff valves. We had to go down and into the crawl space and replace like all this plumbing, fix the floor where the toilet had leaked and like rotted the floor, get a new toilet. I mean, You would not believe the amount of money. And then when the plumber was here, he was like, oh yeah, you're also probably going to be replacing your water heater by the end of the year. So like all these major mechanical things we've had to take care of. On the bright side, it's kind of like having a brand new house in a lot of ways, because I've had to replace all this major mechanical stuff that, you know, I don't know. I just wasn't planning on spending that much money within 2 months of buying the house. But I will tell you that I do love the house. There are things that I definitely want to change. Some carpeting that needs to be torn out, some walls that need to be painted. There are definitely some things that like I don't love the style of. So like the powder room downstairs has like a giant toilet and a giant sink and a little bathroom. It's like just do a normal toilet and a pedestal sink, so you actually have room to like maneuver in the bathroom. You know, these are all like minor things though that can be done later on, especially after having to replace as much as we've replaced. So we are moved in. I do love the house. I still do, even though I had a little bit of sticker shock. The only weird thing that I cannot figure out is we have stink bugs in our house, and there are not a lot of them, but I would say every 2 to 3 days I find a stink bug, and usually they are upstairs in my upper office area. I'm in my office, or they're down in the dining room. I don't know where they're coming from. I have no clue. And it's not a lot of them. It'll be like 1 or 2, and then you don't see them for a couple days. And you'll see 1 or 2, and you don't see them for a couple days. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know anything about bugs. So if you know anything about stink bugs, please let me know where they're coming from, because I don't get it. It's not fun. It's like aliens in your house, and you're like, I don't know why this is happening to me. Anyway, outside of that, about a week and a half ago, I ended up finally getting my gallbladder surgery. And I have to tell you, out of all of the abdominal surgeries I've had, including my hysterectomy, where they removed like all my girly parts, my omentum, lymph nodes, and the whole 9, this was probably the most painful of the surgeries I've ever had, which says a lot. I was super uncomfortable. And then because they're taking out your gallbladder, which is like part of your digestive system, like you don't have no appetite. You can't eat for a couple days. I had to be on a liquid diet, and then I'm on a low fat diet going forward. I ate more fat than I should have on my Easter dinner. So I may be in the bathroom later. We're going to see how that goes. But I'm finally starting to feel a little better. My incisions still hurt. While he was in there, he also cleaned up my hernias. I had several hernias. I had adhesions and things from the previous surgeries. All that kind of got cleaned up while he was in there. That might be why it was more painful. I don't know. But I finally got my surgery. I have to tell you, even with the incisional pain and all that, I'm not bloated. It's been so nice to not be bloated. And then that constant feeling that I had under my ribs on the right side of like having a fist in your side is gone finally, which is like so nice. I had so much trouble sleeping because it felt like someone just constantly had their fist in my side, and I was bloated. Well, the fist in my side was from the gallbladder, and the bloating was caused from the umbilical hernia that I had, which I didn't know. So I do feel better, even though I'm having pain from surgery. I feel better. I'm finally getting energy back. Me and Dad got our first dose of the Pfizer vaccine yesterday, so we're on the path to getting vaccinated. And hopefully life will get back to normal soon, right? Somewhat. I mean, we're always going to have a little abnormal because it's coronavirus, but yeah, taking steps to be able to be out in public more. So anyway, that's where I have been for the last 2 months. Dealing with the house, dealing with all the crazy mechanical stuff, dealing with health issues, because towards the end, before I got my gallbladder surgery, I was pretty miserable. I wasn't sleeping and I was in constant pain. So I'm glad that that surgery is over with. So all is well. Outside of that, the only other thing I've been doing besides work is I have been working on, so long story short, I'm going to try to sum this up. About 3 years ago, I developed a journal that I put on Amazon and I sold it, called Book Lover's Journal. And this is my proof of that journal. This is from 2018, you guys. This is a proof of the journal. So normally it doesn't have this strip on it. It's an 8.5 by 11 size. It's got large, and it's basically to put like, for those of us who have that, I want to read 100 books in a year goal. I just created a journal where you can like list all of your 100 books, and it's kind of like a workbook. So it's just a reading log for those who love books. It's, you know, this is my proof copy that I got back in 2018. And I ordered a copy for myself because I was like, in 2021, I would like to try to log these like an actual journal. And you know what? I actually really had fun making this. And in recent months, people have actually asked me about this because I took it down for a while. I put it back up. I had a friend buy one a couple weeks or months ago. A lot of people asking me, and I am constantly making my own planners and journals and trackers and just things like that that I really enjoy. So someone actually said to me, like, why don't you just make all of these planners and trackers and like all these homemade worksheets that you make and you print out on your like home printer? Why don't you like bind them up into actual like books and sell them on Amazon? Because not only can you buy them for yourself, but other people might buy them. So I actually am in the process of doing that. I have a couple of ones that I've already put up. This is obviously the one from 2018. I have one that I developed for a friend of mine because she has a young child that she wanted to start doing prayer journaling with for Easter season. So I created like a 30-day prayer journal, and her daughter loves owls. So I made like a 30-day prayer journal with owl on the front, and it's her daughter's in kindergarten. So like it's very simple. It's like, thank you for, please bless, I need help with, and then draw a picture of something you prayed for. And it's super simple, but she's been printing out these sheets, so I put that into a book. There's just different things like that. So I'm kind of in the process of, I don't know, creating kind of like a line of journals and notebooks type thing. So obviously those are all a work in progress. And once they actually get finalized and up on Amazon, I'll let you know. I'm not expecting to like have this be like a huge money-making thing. But if you're like me, I'm super organized. I love like spreadsheets and trackers and journals. I still keep a day planner that's a written day planner because I like tangible things that I can track things on, because if it's tangible and I can touch it and I can see it, I keep track better. So somebody just was like, you need to just make these like for sale and actually sell these, and then you can also just use them for yourself. And I thought, well, it doesn't hurt to throw them up on Amazon. If somebody wants to buy it, it's there. If they don't, that's okay too. There's like a million people doing this on Amazon, but I think it would be fun just to create some stuff and throw it up there. So I've been doing that off and on for the last 2 months. I don't have very much up there because I'm still finalizing the interiors, but anyway, things like that. And that's pretty much all I've been up to. I have been doing a lot of reading. If you follow me on Goodreads, I've been doing a lot of like where I finished the book, but I haven't been leaving a lot of reviews on there. So hopefully I can run through in the next few videos with you guys and kind of talk about everything I've read. And then we will start afresh the week after this week. So like whatever the week after this week is, mid-April, and get back to booktubing because I love booktubing. And I miss you guys. And I have not commented on anyone's videos, but I have been watching you. I love you all. I have been following, and I can't wait to get back to it. So I can't wait to go back and like look at some of the past videos and start commenting like, hello, I watched this a month ago. Love you. Sorry. All right, guys. Happy Easter to those of you, even though you're probably going to see this on Monday. And sorry for such a long video. And if you don't care about this, that's fine. Love you all. See you later in the week. Bye.